Alright, we've got a China made here, replay of it. I'm playing Warfield in this one clearly, and fortunately this time no Duong to show me up. So we're going for a corner eco at the start it seems. I imagine I go for 3, I don't have health bars on, there we go. I imagine I go for 3 and then upgrade them, upgrade 1, right? And then go for a Hellion. Not too sure what I did. Let's see what our teammates are doing. Holding this side of the map, of course. This area in particular, very fucking strong at the start of the game, either for eco or just outposting. Don't know where Prophet's going off to. I guess he's just setting up vision wards. Interesting little corner eco up there. So, yeah. Oh, no, I'm going for a bit more eco, I guess. Getting greedy. I do want the barracks a little bit back, I suppose, so I could wall this off. I should be able to place it at the side here, so I could wall the left side of this cliff without getting too much surface area there. What are we versing? Kerrigan Zagara. Started scan, haven't I? Yeah. Started scan. A little bit slow on getting the Hellion to us, but fortunately we've also got a Slenders here to help us get a little bit more gas, a little bit more XP. I should be looking from my point of view. We are versing a Kerrigan. We see that she's heading down towards us, or towards the right side, and therefore potentially towards us. So we have to back off a little bit. Seems like she is busy setting up patrols. Yeah. Fortunately, having a Slenders following them. I mean, it slows down the Slenders quite a bit. They're not going to be able to get gas. If we take a look at their eco, yeah, they've got one here, one here. Interesting having 2 corner ecos set up at the start. I guess it means you don't have to send your hero anywhere for a long time. But yeah, your gas income is slowed down a lot. However, you do get that vision on Kerrigan, which is really valuable in a pre-made. Level 2 already. Unfortunately, the wall... Oh, it didn't wall it off. Why not? Maybe this is a 4 wide. It looks like it's 3 wide. It must be a 4 wide, otherwise I would have walled it. Because you can't wall the bottom of the ramp, that's 4 wide. Yeah, maybe it is. Anyway, big, what's it called? Sticky bomb. But unfortunately, until you're level 3, it does not one-shot, so it just gets some low health. But it makes it easier for us to pick up with individual shots from Hellion and Warfield. He might be able to pick up some of it. Where did it go? Is it all controlled? No, it all dispersed. But still, also valuable getting at low health for other people around the map to pick up. Is this... this game was played a while ago, compared to... relative to when I'm recording it. I think I should be going for less massive eco. It seems so much more valuable on Warfield to just concentrate your upgrades on a few structures. Get them high level. You do need to usually... You can't really get away with doing it on just one structure usually, because the more... the less structures you make, the longer you're waiting before you can reach this upgrade point. It's usually better to go around 3 or 4 structures. Fortunately, I get scanned there. We are now level 3. Big. Unfortunately, just used my sticky bomb. I maybe could have held off on that, but obviously we had a Ling Ball there, and some of it was low health, and I wanted to get that. But now we have our stem sticky bomb combo. Probably not going to use stem on its own, so we're going to wait there. Unfortunately, I have to salvage again. My eco's been getting fucked a little bit. Eco very valuable on Warfield, so it is a shame. But at least on the bright side, I'm getting quite a decent amount of XP. I wouldn't say a lot, but a decent amount. You kind of have 2 paths. You can go as Warfield. You could go heavy eco and then you scale extremely well, or you could go heavy XP and you scale extremely well. Sometimes you get both. You don't have to do one or the other. So, I mean, for that reason, that reason alone, really, it's an incredibly strong class. Of course, it has many other strengths. There's a reason it is very commonly picked in pre-mates. Looks like Kerrigan's heading up to the left side. Probably won't find anything for a while if they do that. Do they have recall? They could. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to want to start to harass creep a little bit. Kind of rough to do solo. And versus Zagara, she can teleport to us. Whether she has vision or not, we see there she teleports to us. Unfortunately, we lose the Hellion for it. Fortunately, we get a Ling Ball and we can stem as well to pick up a bit of extra health. I think we regened a little bit off of that. So, worth it to do. We did lose a Hellion. Honestly, a good trade for us. Not only did we get the tumor, but... well, which wasn't so important because unfortunately... she TPs there, so she can just place one anyway. But getting that Ling Ball is actually pretty big. Hitting the rock a little bit just to get a little bit of health while I'm not doing anything. Bring a Hellion back out. Kind of just defend our eco. I expect them to know where we are, although it seems they don't. But I kind of am just happy to sit here. If they ling ball it, obviously I can kill it off with a sticky bomb. If not, they're going to have to wait till creep gets closer or send Kerrigan, who is on the other side of the map still. Also, yeah, using that scan of ours to try and keep vision of her. We see the Prophet was following her. If she gets on creep, we have to, or he has to back off, so we have to give them vision.
Get your head out of your six.
Oh, holy shit, I am cutting that close. Clearly, I dropped very low for the stem there. Stem taking 25% of your life, but it was worth it because I knew I was going to hit that sticky bomb. It just meant I had to absolutely blink down. Otherwise, you know, I'm not gonna live if I try to run there. But yeah, that's a salvage for us. As we said, they are having to send their hero. They also send a ling ball, which is nice. I'm actually decent when it comes to XP. Level 4, still not super ahead or anything, but again decent. Eco is not terrible either. They've made us salvage a lot, but they haven't really shut down anything too hard. They haven't made us, or they haven't killed any of our structures, I believe. And we're still slowly scaling. It is not ahead, particularly when it comes to XP or Eco, but it's pretty much on par, and that is a scary place to be for the Zerg. It's scary for what is okay, he gets away. He almost he would have been one hit off if she didn't cancel the attack. But yeah, it's scary for Zerg to be versing a Warfield that is in any way not behind. You kind of have to shut this class down, get them behind in both the eco and level aspects, and unfortunately they're not doing that yet. Also, unfortunately for me this time, I can no longer one-shot ling balls with the sticky bomb. Alright, looks like we're going for upgrades. I did get an upgrade here, just one life. I guess I'm a little bit worried about the Kerrigan because I no longer have blink. I will be able to jump down to this low ground outhouse if I need to. Getting a little bit greedy for this not gas farm, but XP farm really. I have 105 gas. You can never really have too much gas as Warfield until you get into like the 2,000 or 3,000 area. But yeah, you have a hard time not running out of gas on this class. Everything that's good costs gas. 50 chrono each times 2 for your planetary ecos. Your higher tier eco here costs gas. The one unit that you pretty much want to mass costs gas. The battle cruisers, Hercs cost gas, which you want. And then if you want to, you know, maybe get up another set of recalls with the Eidolons, they cost gas. Your upgrades cost gas. Everything costs gas. So I guess I do want to farm ling balls for that as well, but it's mostly for the XP. We see we're scanned. That's not a problem. We're just going to defend this. Yeah, I mean, they hit the outhouse with that ling. That's a little bit unfortunate because it would be... it must have been in the scan vision anyway. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it is. But having a hidden outhouse would be nice on the low ground because it means if Kerrigan comes to attack us, they come through here and then maybe would forget about the fact that I might have an outhouse on low ground that I can just easily jump to. Now if they come here, they would attack this. They'd send a ling ball to this rather and then walk up here with their Kerrigan. So it'd be a little bit harder for me to escape, but it looks like I want to head out anyway. They have a nomad mid. We have, rather. What is going on here? Like, there is a Zagara. She can jump on this. Yeah, they're going to have a PDD, but roaches will be able to eat that. And then TP. There we go. Like, this just seems like a massive mistake. They aren't using Ensnare here. Nomad no longer has his speed boost. PDD will be coming off of the cooldown. Zagara should... I was going to say not be scanning. I imagine it's the hunter. But she should just be walking up to this. And then saving the teleport again for... Oh, this is so... Surely not. Surely not. You said the PDD. Okay, whatever. Let's go back to watching what I'm up to. I guess they clear me out in the meantime. That was a fucking interesting push. So Kerrigan goes down to the eco. Fair enough. I salvage. I'm gonna eco up here. It looks like she is rotating up to the left side. Sadly, they're gonna scout this. The Andor eco. I mean, does Kerrigan have tier 2 units? Oh, she TPs. I try to abuse the fact that if you didn't know, you can. Oh my god, what is going on with my team? If you didn't know, when Kerrigan TPs, you can ping her, and if you get it at the right frame, at the last second, the ping will follow her across the map to where she TPs to. Tried to do it there last second, didn't time it well, but at least we still notify our team that she is recalling. But yeah, you can find out where she is heading if you ping it at the right time. It would have ended up pinging over here, even though she's out of vision. So she recalls down here, which is great for both the Andor and us. I guess Andor salvages anyway, fair enough. Creep is there, and you can see it. I'm surprised this guy lived. I wanted to see if the Kerrigan had tier 2 units, actually. She does not. Well, that's good for me, because it means I can eco up on the left side. Good that she recalled. It also means that Hydras will not be hitting this anytime soon. They could send roaches up here. It would be a good call as well. Oh, here we go. Speaking of. There they are. And it would be a good call, not just to, you know, shut down my eco, but Warfield, his biggest weakness is lack of vision around his structures in particular. So obviously I can't place a vision ward at my eco. I can't really get vision of the high ground or anything. I get ensnared here, take a lot of damage. That's gonna have to be a blink. That's rough, honestly. And I don't get much out of that sticky bomb. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit back and heal up with Murloc Marines. Looks like I'm planning to do that. I should be, yep, and I am. Nice. Enclosing myself in here. We see Kerrigan coming, I'm just gonna recall out. So yeah, they're gonna go for us. Did they recall for this? They did. Smart, but fortunately I also had recall. Is in a bit of a rough position now though, because I no longer have blink or recall. I am gonna need to get a Herc out. Looks like I have one here for the eco, but I probably want another. One for the eco, one for my Warfield, unless I just plan on taking this one with me, because I am absolutely gonna need the mobility that the Herc brings to be able to travel around. I'm now hitting my buildings for the little bit of lifesteal you can get on your auto attacks from Warfield. Healing up with Murloc Marines, very slow though. We see we've been sitting here for a while and we have hardly healed up. Am I making another Herc? I am. I wonder if I just take both Hercs with me. Just to make sure. Yeah, I do. Because Kerrigan can absolutely chase me down here if I don't, first of all, make a little bit of distance between myself and her at the current point, but also have the stims from the Herc. Looks like I'm getting a little bit greedy. Do I have scan? I don't need it because we know where Kerrigan is. I guess I use it anyway. But what did I use it on? Oh, it was this. I guess it was to check if there were any units there. I was going to say, I'm hanging around because I want to be able to Stimpack plus Sticky Bomb a Ling Ball if they were going to send one to me. And that would have been what the scan was for, to check if there were any Lings nearby or heading towards me. But no, there aren't, so I just start heading downwards. We kind of need to get somewhere, I guess, because the left side of the map is almost cut off. The top side is occupied by Kerrigan and almost cut off as well, actually. But yeah, we're half health. It's so slow to heal up with Warfield if you don't get a Stimpack and Sticky Bomb on something. And this is rough to hit through. I could head up here, place a outhouse here, and then get my units through. I guess I decide not to do that. I mean, we're looking at the map. There is like creep everywhere. Our team is pretty much nowhere to be seen on the bot right side of the map. There is an Andor hero actually. Fortunately not cut off completely yet, but he will be isolated if he stays there for too long. Trying to get some more health as we see. Top right, I mean, there's a Prophet, and top mid's a Ghost, I guess. A few tech outposts, but not really much going on. Bot left, there's some ecos, but there's not a lot of pressure. Top left is pretty much where everything is, and even then it's not, like, it's a very small area. We're pretty much just boxed into the corner, and it's honestly looking pretty grim for the survivors. How's my eco? The fact that I didn't have to salvage this is huge. This is actually a lot of eco. I'm at plus 86, not bad. I could even start considering going for a planetary eco. That's risky though. Planetary eco is better, but obviously you can't salvage it. And you know, here we're gonna need salvage. And we assume we're gonna need salvage too. Again, not much going on around the map other than the extreme corners, so the likelihood of Kerrigan coming straight to us is pretty likely. Especially with if we were to place a planetary, that attacks as well, and then it becomes a priority. Looks like we sent off a couple of Hercs to go make an eco. I missed that, but I still have one Herc with me for that AoE stim for the move speed. Nice for the attack speed as well, if I want to kill a ball of units without using my my sticky bomb. Or if it's like roaches or something, or tier 2 units. Speaking of, does she have? She has Hydras. Okay, I mean, I'm sitting on 18k. Obviously nothing in the way of eco, really. I'm trying to set some up on the bot side here. Looks like, oh, fortunately I do think I just build outside this, the range of this. They're trying to get vision of it to snipe it. Kerrigan's still bot side, top side rather, it seems. Yeah, I do see that. I salvage the, do they see? They don't see anything. They see the salvage, but they don't see, oh, that's so good. They don't see the structures that I didn't salvage. So yeah, salvage there to try and avoid that vision. And they do miss this eco. That's pretty massive actually. Scan it to make sure we know where that overlord is going. We don't want it to be like sitting down here with vision of my eco without me knowing, because obviously we don't have vision ourselves. Doing a little bit of a push, it seems. I'm level 5 now. So level 22 minutes, level 5. We're definitely behind in XP. We want to be level 6 earlier, or around this time. Level 22 minutes, 20 minutes. Level 6 is a good timing. Bit of a standard, I would say. But we do still have eco. We're not super behind in levels. We have good income, to be honest. Plus 100. We could definitely pull something up. Our team's doing a bit of a push, but if we look at the all vision, they have quite a lot of eco going on. They have a lot of map control still. The team's done well at pushing back a lot of the creep though. Like, we were looking before and it was like most of the map was covered, more than half of it, and now it's probably like, I mean, still around half, but it's still, I mean, they've even cleared this off. There's just a few tumors here. All the splitting that they were doing of the map is cut off. They're about to split the map into 4 sides, into 4 corners basically, that would have all been isolated, and that's all cut off now, or pushed back rather, from the survivors. So the team's actually done a great job. Kerrigan heading top left again, maybe trying to look for an eco up here, probably going to look around here. Well, definitely here. This is a common place. I wonder if they see the Slenders though. That's a bit less common. I mean, we could look from their point of view. They see this. They probably want to check here as well. Okay, they do. No, they're not going for the Slenders. They are going to check up here. What are we up to meanwhile? Alright, we're making... Is this eco?
Your forces are under attack.
I mean, our main eco's over here. Am I doing this for eco or just a mini base? Like a staging area so I can get some units out. I am going for Hellions. Okay, so at this point, I'm trying to get, one, a bit more gas. We see I mean, like 60 gas is decent, but you use a lot, as we said, as Warfield. So we're trying to get some more gas here. Trying to get levels, of course. We're working our way towards level 6 now. Trying to damage their eco a bit, although that's kind of negligible. Like, we see how much they have compared to how much we're able to do with just groups of Hellions. But we are going to be level 6 here, which is big, and we're going to be able to get Zanthos out. We have the gas for it. We have the supply. We're able to probably start producing some upgrades as well. What am I looking at? I'm 3-3. I don't have any supply upgrades. I don't have the Yamato upgrade. Do I salvage that? Now we can use Zanthos for pushing safely, scale his levels, actually do a little bit of damage here on the eco of the Zergs, also pick up even more gas. I must be going for... No, I'm not going for eco in this. It is just there to kind of defend this area, the staging area. Now we're getting our BCs. I guess the thought is, if Kerrigan pushes real hard into this, I can do some damage with the laser tanks, get some XP, and then recall to this side of the map. And then probably, I don't know, push from that side or base somewhere else. Oh my god, I lose Zanthos. Why'd I look back at the worst time? Let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's pretend I'm not a monkey for a minute. And also have Zanthos on cooldown. This is really bad, actually. Okay, I must have a... Do I have the Yamato upgrade? I don't. Okay, I'm just making a bunch of units, but we get a little bit of damage off. Let's see. So I'm at 10k damage now. Most of that probably came from just that. Battle cruisers, laser tanks are so strong when it comes to the single target damage. They're also very tanky, which is nice. I should be placing them... we have one over here. Placing another one in this outhouse. Probably need to get the outhouse upgrades. The aura effect on Warfield is so incredibly strong. Such a huge strength of the class. If you can get to, and we're getting them now, the double upgrades for the outhouses, you can fit 3 laser tanks in each one. So if you get a total of 8 laser tanks, you max out the aura on them. As we see, if we look at this, yeah, stacks up to 8 times, and then you've got an extra or a couple of extra slots for sentry bots, so you can put 2 sentry bots in as well, plus 2 weapon range, and then plus, can I be fucked doing the math? It's like 120%, no, 160%, is it? Yeah, 160%. Hold on, I'm salvaging over here. 160% shield and HP. Also, you get regen as well. So it's like you become insanely tanky. Don't tell me.
Base is under
Thank
attack.
God. I knew what I was doing. That was calculated. Poorly, though, much like my previous math. Let's see where Kerrigan's heading. I don't know, actually. Where is she heading? Oh, she's headed up to top mid. I guess deal with, that's a funny eco. Right near creep. Deal with the Slenders. Slenders dead? I mean, oh, no energy. No energy. corruptors. They're targeting the towers, actually. I'm tempted to look back at what I'm doing, but Slenders lives there. They should never. That's so unfortunate. I mean, they could still kill Slenders. What's the move speed of a corruptor? Well, I guess I'll never know the move speed of Slenders, but corruptor is 2.95. Pretty sure Slenders had a little bit more move speed. What they needed to do was just click one direction, not zigzag at all, and try and make as much distance as possible, because they didn't have time to recall, really. Okay, Kerrigan's coming in. We're getting some damage on her. Well, I can't even see my upgrades, actually. I don't have an armory. I still don't have the Yamato upgrade. My god, look at that damage, though. I do have to keep running with my hero. Fortunately, I have Blink and Recall now, so I can actually stay a little bit safe. Putting 2 skill points. At this point, I mean, Sticky Bomb is so good, but maxing out that scan is so nice at this point in the game, in the late game, when you've actually got units to make use of it. Oh my god, Kerrigan's going to be taking so much damage. I mean, she takes our planetary that was maxed out when it comes to income. I didn't even notice I did that, but now our income is going to plummet. We're holding 2k. I mean, we forced her into going to that area by having planetary eco there. But I mean, now I'm just, I wouldn't say reset on eco, pretty fucking close though. I'm still at plus 13 because Warfield generates eco on his hero. We see at plus 55, scales with levels. I'm holding almost 3k, but it may as well be reset. It was, you know, we got value out of it. We went up to 30k damage, but they're still at 53k. How rich is Tech? Tech's pretty fucking rich, but I mean, we're 31 minutes in and he hasn't established much map control. He's trying to do the tower spam strat, but it's a little bit slow at the moment. How many trainees does he have? I'm not too sure, actually. He's doing well with the control groups, a lot of control groups. Not sure what upgrades he's at, though. Does he have an upgrade structure nearby? He doesn't have one hotkey. He might not have one up. At the moment, we're just pushing with the laser tanks and the Zanthos. We might be able to get some damage off here, comboing it with the Herc for the stim pack. Kerrigan's defending as well. Do I go for the Gamma Beam? 250 damage per second. I do go for it. Not enough levels on the Zanthos to clear out, or to melt the roaches rather. So that's a bit of a shame, but Kerrigan is going for this Tech Eco. We're able to get the hits on her. Do I go for the TP? I'm holding the TP, I guess, to keep them alive. Yeah. Because at this point, I mean, I'm still fucking poor. Where am I? I'm at plus 19, holding 4k. Did I just not bother with Eco? I must have recently salvaged. Yeah, I am trying to set up some Eco. I'm too scared, clearly, to put down planetary eco at this point. She can very easily clear it out. We could, you know, if we defend it with the laser tanks, could force her to attack it. But at this point, I don't even know if I can deal with her army. She is running through my tanks. So, oh, that's big. That's a huge TP. Do I have the upgrade yet? Still no upgrade, dude. I'm an idiot. I would have probably killed Kerrigan if I had got that upgrade instead of just getting like two more laser tanks. We're at 43k damage. Yeah, that's a huge mistake by me, this game. Oh, that's real bad. We are getting more eco though now at least, and Kerrigan did TP away, so it should be up for a while. Slender's doing a bit of a push. Kerrigan did go for the right side. Probably going to try and pick off the Andor, who is still on their own. I am calling a base now. We are pretty much all top left except the Andor, it seems. So they're pretty much the only one on the other side of the map getting much control. I mean, Tech a little bit as well. Tech is making the structures. This guy, he must not have the building speed maxed out. I'm pretty sure trainees build faster than that. I'm not sure though. I still can't see his upgrade structure. We're trying to, with the Nova, get a little bit of damage on either their eco. We have pushed back a decent amount of their eco. They're still quite rich. Holy shit, the Zagara though. The Zagara is fucking poor. Can we see one of their structures? This guy. He's at plus 7, plus 6. Kerrigan plus 22, plus 11. Yeah, so we're trying to push back either their eco and creep, or ideally get damage on their Zagara. But it's also not bad if we just kill roaches, you know. Zanthos level scaling is nuts. Okay, block the Zagara there to try and keep that Nova alive. Where'd Zagara go? Thought maybe trying to pick up that Nova kill. Let's see what we're up to currently.
It's a trap.
Okay, we see the Kerrigan coming in. We're heading back with our units. We have Eidolon with our units as well. Yeah, I would have got that out for that recall ability, so I could stay away from the front line with my my Warfield, but still provide recall to my massive units. But unfortunately, I would have been able to recall back to top left to combat Kerrigan, but unfortunately, just as the Eidolon got enough energy is when the Kerrigan moved in, so I had to run back anyway. But we managed to come back. Tosh getting some good damage off. Oh, this Slender Seeker was still up. Now it's found, unfortunately. They do get most of it out, actually. Not bad. Prophet may be going for some damage. What upgrades is he at? He doesn't have his structures upgraded, but what is that? 3-2, I think? Which is pretty bad at 36 minutes. He must have not had many extraction wards. Because our team does have, like, decent ecos. And it's, you know, 37 minutes now. Wait, how much is he holding? Yeah, 1500? I mean, I don't know. We see some extraction wards there, but no eco anymore. That is concerning if they happen to scan that. Where am I sitting? I'm setting up outhouses now. So yeah, we'll go for one outhouse with 3 tanks, another with 3 tanks, one with 2 tanks and 2 sentry bots. Does have half the effect on allies, but honestly, if it only affected your units, it'd still be worth it. The fact that you still get to give bonuses to allies is massive as well. Trying to blink on the Kerrigan for some damage there. We do not achieve it. I go for a stim plus sticky bomb. Look how fast you heal when you actually hit the sticky bomb with stim combo. Way faster than sitting with Murloc Marines. Still not salvaging this. I'm ballsy, I guess, or maybe just desperate. Trying to stay around the outhouse, but we only do have one actually. We should have a triangle of outhouses. I guess because we're not really fully based in here. Oh my god, look at how much healing they got. The laser tanks got off of just those few seconds near the laser tanks as well. So laser tank aura does heal your units. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to heal the Warfield, I believe. So you can't really use it for that. But at this point, we're not wanting to be near the front line with the Warfield. We want just the Zanthos. What levels do I have now? I'm holding 4 skill points. So Sticky Bomb level 4, sure, I should be maxing out Scanner Sweep. In fact, here I should max out Scanner Sweep. Annoying that I'm floating those skill points, but I suppose I'm focusing on other stuff. Not that that's a good reason, it's just me being a monkey. Now we've got a little bit of eco, trying to get some planetary eco down. Much more valuable one, of course, than this eco, once we can get it up. I think we just doubled our eco by half maxing out the planetary there. Also setting up the outhouses. We've got 2 in a, not really triangle, but we're set up to make a triangle if we place one up here now. And we would want a couple of sentry bots, which we can now afford now that we have eco. We've jumped up to plus 190, which is great. Do I have an upgrade structure? I don't. I'm wondering what I'm sitting at. I'm also wondering what the tech's sitting at now. Still no engineering bay hotkeyed. What are his turret upgrades at least? 4 armor, 3 attack. I mean, he's still trying to do a little bit of map control, but it's not achieving much really. Honestly, at this point, considering you have a Warfield who is preparing to base, honestly it's just better to make a huge battery of turrets in one spot, because Warfield is such an extremely strong baser. What level is Zanthos now? Level 10. My god, how much damage? 325 per second on the Gamma Beam. We see Kerrigan over here. Great block by the Andor. He has to get the fuck out of there though because of that well, Corruptible. Unfortunately, Sticky Bomb doesn't hit air units, so I don't get anything out of that. Good Vortex though. I should go for another Sticky Bomb here. I don't have Zanthos over here at the moment. He must be, well, he's probably, yeah, defending another side of the base or another entrance. Or Warfield does his thing. Sticky Bomb's alright, you know, for a little bit of defense. 130 damage per second. You know, can deal with lings at least. But definitely the main strength of, of my heroes, of my 2 heroes, would be the Zanthos. So Warfield's just there for a little bit of support, while most of the team has their units over there. So Zanthos, set him on another side. Don't really need to overcommit to defending one side, because I am worried about either mass roaches from the Zagara coming in, or more likely Kerrigan TPing to somewhere on creep and then rushing from another side of the base. We see we are now setting up a 3rd outhouse. I better put fucking units in it. I could have 2 laser tanks in there and a couple of sentries. I'm actually max supply. I need to sort that out. Yeah, hopefully I'm doing it now. Still got this eco up, fortunately enough. We are setting up more planetaries, probably not for eco. That's yeah, just for defense on the front line. I guess I could send Zanthos. No, I mean, this is just such a hard side to hold if Zanthos isn't here. Yeah, so I sent my Warfield. This is such a good choke. You've got. Oh, I guess I am sending Zanthos to help clear this out. I guess I'm feeling a bit more confident now that I've got like max supply. But yeah, such a hard spot to push. You've got a set of chokes leading up to it, then you've got the choke of the ramp, and then you've got a choke up the ramp, and then if you want to move up here, it's kind of a choke as well, or through here, it's kind of a choke. It's like, how do you push this realistically as Kerrigan? They need to be trying to push from this side, which, you know, still there are a couple of chokes, but if you go for this ramp or this ramp, and it looks like Kerrigan is indeed going for that top side instead. It is a very spread out base, a very big base considering how little we actually have in it. I believe that, yeah, that scan hits that eco. I salvage late, but fortunately we now have a good amount of eco in. Like, let's see, I think I just have one planetary with eco. Let's see how much it's giving us. We're sitting at about plus 200 still, with just that one planetary. You see how potent it is. Of course, we have a high level Warfield as well, but it's so incredibly strong that planetary eco. Oh no, we have two. Okay, we have two, but yeah, it's so strong. But of course, because you can't salvage it, it is always a huge risk unless you know you can hold the area. I'm now chronoing absolutely everything. I said you can't really have too much gas as Warfield earlier on, but we see now I am kind of at that point. TPing those battle cruisers down to that low ground, try to body block the rock. I could reposition a little bit. I should reposition a little bit. It looks like I bring Zanthos forward a little bit to try and do that, but they've got it down to like 1 health. So they're definitely, there we go. They're focused on clearing out that rock. We managed to get in a little bit of damage. Oh, and they just go all in for the base break and end up getting hit. See how ridiculously powerful Warfield is in the late game, because we honestly didn't have too much support. It was good body block from the Andor, nice bit of extra damage from the Team Nova, but honestly, and we weren't in a great position this game. The Warfield was able to just nearly solo hold, honestly.